Black Panther recently made its place into the MCU, and now we are finally awaiting Infinity War as the very next movie. And yet somehow this film managed to not be about Infinity War at all, which is actually great. In other words, this is a traditional MCU superhero origin story. Except the thing is, it's not a traditional MCU style at all. In fact, thinking back to this movie, it rings anything but a Marvel movie. It's simply an action movie with a lot of deepness cut into it. So it's about T'Challa returning to his hidden technologically advanced home Wakanda to claim his place as king after the death of his father in Civil War. Some baddies, such as Claw and Killmonger, test his ability as king, and soon he learns that maybe Wakanda shouldn't be hidden after all, considering how vibranium can kind of save the entire world. That last part may sound like a spoiler, but believe me, we all saw it coming. So today, it's just a non-spoiler review, so without further ado, let's review this. So, Black Panther has a great plot. It's got plenty of plot twists that come as a shock as long as you haven't read any of the comics, and its pacing is pretty good, and its plot certainly proves itself different from the so-called typical Marvel movie formula. And this unique style for this movie certainly worked out great. Other qualities to separate it from previous Marvel flicks includes its, just about everything. There's minimal humor, only spontaneous comedy breaking the serious scene, really. And then the music here is particularly special, well, aside from the pop music and rap used in it. See, that kind of disgusts me. See, why do black people always have to be associated with rap nowadays? I mean, can't we just recognize them for their truly greatest musical contribution to society? And that's, of course, jazz. Who wouldn't want some smooth jazz playing over that car chase scene? Come on. Anywho, now for the characters. Black Panther has a great development and was a pleasure to watch. The villain Killmonger is said to be the very best villain of the MCU, something very unexpected and surprisingly true. Marvel finally created a villain with a lot of depth and made his motives understandable with a tragic story. So bravo! It's about time we get a good villain from Marvel. Oh, alright, so all of the other side characters were good. Not much more to say, because they're all about equally good. And pardon me for somehow finding one of the very few white guys among a huge African-American cast, Martin Freeman's character, as one of my favorite characters of the film. And I also really liked Andy Serkis in general. But that's just me being white. Moving along, the visuals are outstanding, especially recognizing the beautiful world of Wakanda that's been created. The CGI may not be all, incredibly great, but it's not bad. And then I really have to hand it to them for costume designs and makeup, because that certainly played a big part in creating this world, with each person still looking unique. Like, seriously though, all that had to be so expensive. The action scenes were enjoyable. Probably the only thing that doesn't stand out when looking at this as yet another Marvel film. I always love a good car chase sequence though, so that was cool, right? And this film has a lot of one-on-one dueling. We don't see too much though, so if you like that, then there you go. So now for the conclusion. Overall, Black Panther was certainly quite amazing. And it was so unexpected too, considering that this was not so highly hyped. I mean, in other words, not many of us expected how good this would be. Perhaps low expectations helped make it seem better, but either way, this film earns a very high spot when ranking all the Marvel movies, and yet it seems the least like any other Marvel movie, so great job! This film has blown us away! Dang! 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. This is literally the most positively reviewed superhero movie of all time. Okay, I really did not see that coming. Let's see how Infinity War does after this. Yeah, I'm actually really worried for Infinity War now. Alright, so that all being said, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for lots more videos coming real soon. Bye-bye!